and welcome to Talk Drama to Me. It's your hosts, Tiffany and G. How's it going, G?
Very good. Today is our first DNF here, which stands for did not finish or do need finishing. We'll let the audience here decide. Today's title is You've Divorced a Genius Heiress. When Elle Vanderbilt, the secret tech genius Dr. Nova, is divorced and dumped by her husband for an imposter, she flash marriages handsome stranger Roy Grant, only to discover he is the CEO of Alpha Tech, her ex's biggest rival. Together, Elle and Roy battle her cheating ex and the fake Dr. Nova for the world's biggest tech contract.
That's interesting. Oh, by the way, does this, because I obviously did not finish, as we were just laughing about before we started this, does this fall into the category that I was complaining about where the girl is the badass CEO that's trying to. Remember, we were just saying this, and I was like, we're setting ourselves back here a few decades.
Yeah, and we have to talk to my therapist about why I won't finish verticals with a strong female lead. So please just take us to the main characters. Otherwise, we have to call the therapist in.
Okay, so our female main character, her name is Haley Lorley as Elle Vanderbilt, Dr. Nova. Have we seen some with her before? Because she looks familiar.
Yeah, she was in the Christmas one with the twins that were set on fire.
Well, almost set on fire, right?
Spoilers.
Yeah, she's so pretty. Nothing new here. 50,000 followers. She also gonna be in a Lifetime movie that's coming up here soon. So look at the crossover there.
Heck yeah. We love a working gal.
Yeah. Our male main character, his name is Jeff Lawless. I do not recognize him from anything.
No,
Have
but Jeff is one. Did you feel like a soul connection there? Because Jeff also Filipino gang.
Filipino, Filipino, Filipino. Yay! Yeah, I definitely could tell he was something.
Can I also tell you, I mean, he's really going out there. He is in a new boy love vertical called Drive Him Wild. Yes, ma'am. It's a pretty good one. So if you like a little bit of him, we can go see a lot of him. You know what I mean?
Well, it also looks like he's in one called Cancel the Wedding Queen. It's like it could be fun. And I do recognize big
Yeah.
eyebrow guy. What's his name?
Seth.
Seth Edith.
And then we've seen the girl in the one with the twins, the nerd brother and the hot handsome brother, same played by the guy on VPR.
Well, you're right. And we talked about her how she has like Victorian vibes or like porcelain doll vibes, and she's got luscious hair.
So beautiful. Every time I see her, I'm like stunned how does she keep herself so fair? You know, what is that, SPF 200? That's
They're
amazing.
Yeah, they are all just really stunning people. Also, Flawless is his handle, but he has this video. He has this video. Let me do it again. He has a video where it's like, why do all your photos look like paintings? Thirst trap. He's in his underwear and
Oh,
good lighting. Yeah, yeah,
oh
meow.
yeah.
So yeah, love a Pinoy.
Like, I just love that it's not even just his face that is flawless, like his whole body. Is he just poreless? You know, is he a hairless, poreless man?
There was a comedian, Ali Wong. She described her now ex-husband as like a sexy seal or something, just like a hairless.
He's giving me sexy seal.
Yeah. I do think he looks like he looks like Fred from the Mystery Gang, Scooby-Doo in this one. Oh, that's literally what he was going for. Oh my gosh, I'm so
Yes,
dumb.
girl.
Says broad
You think he
accommodation.
just dressed like that every day?
You never know with these actors, okay? Some of them are very strange people, as am I.
Yeah, method acting. It's getting out there in the vertical cinematic universe.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so this one we neither of us finished, and I didn't even finish the preview. So it's that.
Which you really took DNF really seriously. The point of this was we were supposed to both watch the free preview all the way to the end
Okay.
and decide if we were going to like recommend we finish or not finish, right? Because it was one that I just could not convince myself to finish.
Okay.
You took it a step further and said, I'm just going to go until I can't. Did
Yeah.
not finish.
This, at least I know now, this is our very first DNF out of our DNF series. So
No, I like this format even better. Let's keep doing this where I have actually gone to the end of the free preview and I need convincing to finish or not finish.
right.
and you just do as much as you can. Sometimes that'll be the whole thing, and sometimes it'll be 2 minutes. What was it today?
Yeah, well, I think I told you it was 10 minutes and 24 seconds.
Yeah, the
So
free preview was 20 minutes, so you got about
I was so convinced that I watched much more than I needed to. I really was.
yeah, you really got the whole story in 10 minutes. Actually, that's probably true. Why
I think I
don't we
did.
take the audience through it?
Sure. All right. So, Elle, a secret billionaire, is getting ready to tell her husband her big secret after years of marriage. But her company, Digitech, needs her to fix a server, and she quickly springs into action and saves the day. She goes through the recycling and makes her own laptop from scratch. Wow.
Ma'am,
Yes.
there was so much happening in this. I actually did, like, go back and start watching it at the right speed. Um Out of nowhere, there is a hot dog cart. She's on this, like, super cute Vespa action. I was like, "That is really cute." I would also Vespa. She's on a super cute Vespa in this, like, again, pussy blouse. There's something about it in the vertical cinematic universe that says, "I've got a job," right?
Mm-hmm.
Orders a hot dog from a hot dog cart out of nowhere, and then proceeds to dig through the trash to build herself a computer. And this is where I said, "Oh, they coming on strong." They said, "You like a little nonsense? How about a lot of nonsense?" I've never seen that where I don't even quite understand how this computer works. She plugged something into her helmet, her Vespa helmet. The visor
Oh, God.
act as the screen. And then she had like a calculator looking thing to make the computer go. And
Do
then
you
from
think?
there, what? Does it make sense to you now?
No, I was to say, do you think that these actors watched this back and are like happy to be here?
I went to drama school. Sure, I didn't go to
No, but
Juilliard, but I
okay,
went to drama school.
okay. To that point, though, Jeff Lawless on his Instagram, I remember it shows he's an NYU Tisch graduate.
No.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Do you think
For
they? Well,
acting?
yeah, Tisch School of the Arts. Like
And then he read this script and said, "That all makes sense to me."
it was like he went to school for like film scores, and then he ended up just he was like, yeah, acting sounds fun. I'll start a
Well,
verticals.
again, when you're a sexy seal, when your body and your face look like that, I mean, I think you do get to make the move, at least
Mm-hmm.
in vertical world.
Yeah.
But so I think the hot dog thing here is to let us know she built a computer from trash parts and then in under a minute because he was serving this hot dog and then she didn't wash her hands and she ate this hot dog after digging in the trash to build her computer. See, there's a lot happening here and a lot of emotions all at once. And I thought, I'm feeling things. I just can't describe you what I'm feeling.
You know what? I would love to know if there's any other billionaires in the world who've done that. If they've dug through the trash like this woman. She is a resourceful queen.
Girl.
I'm trying to be supportive here. It's not working.
So true. You know what? Okay, no, I don't want to call my therapist. I should be supportive of strong, independent women. And that is correct.
Have you ever dug through the trash for anything? I have.
You know, I have. I lost my retainer once, and so I did have to dig through the trash
God.
this one time at like a Denny's.
My mom, she was like had a temporary because I think she was getting like a I don't know if it was an implant or something, but like it was a very expensive procedure that was happening. And we were on the airplane and she wrapped up whatever the temporary thing was in a napkin and put it on her tray. And then just like when she was done eating, she forgot about it and like gave it back to the flight attendants. And then she had to dig through the trash on this airplane to find her thing. And she found it.
We love strong, independent women. Okay.
Yeah. Well, my dad was
Trash, no
also like,
trash.
that temporary was like $1,500. And this was like 2003. So she was like, I'm digging in that trash. Oh,
Well,
God.
Digitech servers were about to go down, and she dug through the trash to build herself a computer. And wouldn't you know, by gone it, she saved the day.
Oh, God. All right. Well, let's see what happens next here. Okay. So Elle buys a bouquet for her husband and mistakenly encounters Roy, who proposes a contract marriage. And Roy is our Filipino man. But Elle refuses. That's so funny. That's just this random guy and just a mistakenly encounters. And then now, shortly after, her husband Leon arrives and she gives him the flowers, but he trashes them and hugs another woman right before her eyes. Leon gives her divorce papers. Natasha claims to be Dr. Nova who saved Elle's company. Elle tries to change Leon's mind, but he's adamant. She signs the divorce papers and tells Roy that she will marry him for free. Oh, yeah, because he's like, yes, sign the divorce papers now and you get $1 million. And like, she's a billionaire, so she doesn't give a shit. So like, she signs the papers, rips it up, puts the ring on the floor. I have to say, out of all of our like female villains in all the ones we've done, I have to say, I love this girl's outfit. She nailed it. With her little like Burberry purse with the Burberry matching headband and then the black, just a little black dress. I thought she nailed it. So cute.
And it doesn't have to be over the top if particularly if you're a villain. I think, like, you could sell it, with your actor.
One would think.
And when you can't, that's when you, put them in an outrageous outfit. That is correct.
Yeah.
This really feels like a return to form in the vertical space. This is not the first time we've seen people, like, sign divorce contracts and then hereby they are divorced in that same moment, right? Or they
Hmm.
rip up a contract and all of a sudden no contract. So I am enjoying it thus far. You go, strong, independent woman. Tell that man, I don't need you.
Amen. So after this, she basically runs back to the guy who was like, you want to marry me for this contract, whatever. Then she goes back to him and is like, actually, yes, I'll do it for free. Turns out Roy is immediately smitten by her. So she follows him to his company, Alpha Tech, and realizes he is actually the biggest rival to her ex-husband's business. Go figure. Now, Leon announces to his employees that Natasha is the chief technologist. Meanwhile, Roy's company, AlphaTech, is having server issues. Oh boy, here we go. She's gonna have to dig through the trash. And the engineers are overwhelmed. But Elle instantly volunteers to fix the problem. The engineers mock Elle, but Roy believes her and gives her 5 minutes to solve the problem. Obviously, she does it flawlessly. He takes her to his office and asks her if she's Dr. Nova, the only genius who could have done that. Before Elle could respond, they're interrupted. Roy asks Elle to become Alpha Tech's new chief technologist. Elle accepts the offer. Roy gives Elle a dress to wear to the tech gala because, what, she's poor? She's a billionaire. She could buy her own goddamn dress, whatever.
But it was a nice dress. This is where I was like, Roy, are we did we need a contract marriage because we're hitting for the other team? Are we driving me wild or whatever your other boy love vertical is? Because it was such a nice dress that he picked out. You know what I'm saying?
Did he pick it out or did he have like his assistant, woman, female, pick it out?
You're thinking like rich people, and I'm thinking like poor people. Are you Dr. Nova?
Yeah, can't you tell by my 1-bedroom apartment in Queens? All right. So Roy is delayed in traffic. Roy, wait, who the hell who the hell is Roy again? Roy is
Roy's Filipino gang.
oh wait, Roy. Okay. Roy is developed. Oh my god.
Wait,
Roy
did you not even get to this part?
sure didn't.
Where did you get to? I'm sorry. You have to tell those.
Okay.
Where did you stop?
Where she agreed to marry Roy for free.
Girl.
So yeah, I'm reading this script. I'm reading this script and I'm like learning it for the first time. I did DNF wrong. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it right the next time. Oh god.
Wait a minute.
What?
Why? Why did it was there nothing compelling?
Well, also, I've told you my layout for this. I was assuming that because I didn't watch the link you sent me because I'm a dumbass. I was like, oh, my sister just left. We were talking about like family stuff. And I was like all frazzled. I'm like, I still got to watch this vertical. And so like, I didn't go back to the conveniently sent link that you sent me. I just Googled the title of this vertical and then started watching. And it was some Daily Motion full video. And so I just started watching it. And it doesn't tell you when the preview is done. It's because it's the whole thing. Sorry, I'm admitting that I illegally watched this? Yes. So I was watching it and I'm about like, and then I'm looking, okay, I'm almost 10 minutes late to our podcast recording. And surely I made it to the preview, the end of the preview, because it's 10 minutes and 24 seconds in. Like they're not that long. I guess I didn't. So sorry.
In my mind, I love that you got to like she agreed to marry him and you're like, that's it. That's all I needed to know. I understand how this ends.
It felt like the cutoff for me. Like, oh, this is where they'd want you to pay for the rest of it to see if they end up together or something. Boy, was I wrong. There's a whole other 10 minutes.
That's hilarious. What
Do you
else do
want
I
to
find? Like, tell me you're a millennial without telling me you're a millennial. There's a perfectly good free option, and you said, what is the most illicit way I can watch? You guys should just go on YouTube. These free previews are free. In fact, that's the whole premise of this DNF series. I'm really excited for you, Tiffany. Sometimes you can be a G and go in the straight and narrow, and sometimes you can be a Tiffany and use Google for.
I Google everything. I do Google everything. At least I'm not ChatGPTing everything.
That's true. Yes, agreed.
Do you actually want to just keep reading the rest of this since you actually watched this? And I'm reading things I didn't remember. Well, not
Yeah.
remember. I didn't see.
Switch in your voice where you're like, is this what happened?
Well, it's more like I'm processing the information as I'm reading it out loud, like trying to visualize it. So that was me like trying to
Yeah.
visualize something I haven't seen yet.
Guys, apparently we're just gonna go back to our original format in which
Ay, ay,
I
ay.
take you through the rest because if you're like Tiffany
Of
and
the
tapped
preview?
out as soon as you find out they're gonna get married, who needs a whole vertical? Here we go. If you're like me, let's go and figure out how we get there. Take my hand. Let's go. So there's this tech gala, right? This is AKA a banquet scene in the vertical cinematic universe. It's never as good when the banquet scene is this early, right? I'm just saying, I've watched a lot of these, and if our banquet scene is pretty early on, there's not a lot of juice. But here we go to squeeze. Roy is delayed in traffic, and meanwhile, Leon and Natasha try to gather favor with the governor. When the governor announced Dr. Nova, everyone is shocked as Elle walks in. Leon claims Elle is jealous of Natasha's success because at this point, Leon's convinced like Elle, his ex-wife, is a total bum, a freeloader, a good for nothing, and Natasha is actually Dr. Nova. But Elle reconfirms with the governor that the banquet was made for top tech business tycoons and her. When Elle reintroduces herself, even the governor is surprised. Natasha even tells her that Roy is ruthless and would destroy Elle since she was claiming to be his date. Roy has arrived, finally. Thank God. Roy has arrived at the banquet, but gets informed that Natasha is claiming to be Dr. Nova. Leon tells Elle to leave before she embarrasses herself further. And Natasha demands that Leon throw Elle out. Elle announces that she is the new technologist at Roy's company Alphatech, and Natasha is shocked. When the governor tries to change her mind with the contract, Elle rips the contract to shreds and says the money is nothing to her. Everyone is surprised. Dun dun dun. And that is the actual end of the free preview, guys. That was about 20 minutes. So this is a pretty long one, all things considered. I don't know. Can I tell you places where I thought, I don't know what's happening. This isn't gonna finish. It's like a 3 strikes you're out system for me, right?
I
Ready?
feel like it could have ended here though.
But you don't get, like, I'm not watching this for like 2 tech companies. That's not what I'm watching verticals for. I would just live real life if that was the case. Here's my 3 strikes you're out. First, when they came on aggressively with this noodle nonsense of her building a computer out of the trash and then she not wash her hands, I've got a lot of questions. Right? Boom. Second, I think there was no chemistry, right? You would have thought be done. Like,
0.
yeah, maybe Leon and the villain, maybe you would have seen chemistry, maybe Leon and Elle. Maybe some chemistry, or Elle and Roy, none. So in that first quadrant or quadruple, 2 couple set that we watched, I felt no chemistry. So I thought, oh, it's early days, but strike 2, I don't feel anything. And then strike 3, aggressive banquet scene. As soon as I realized the tech gala is a banquet, again, I go back to it. I've watched enough of these to tell you when a banquet is that early on, the rest of the vertical is not good. So those are my 3 strikes. I could not finish. I don't know, Tiffany, what do you think? Did not finish or did need finishing?
Yeah. I mean, I was hooked on one of the things you said about like how 0 chemistry. And it
Yeah.
reminds me of a conversation I just had with Mac, my boyfriend, and it was someone else too who were talking about this with. Because my argument, I'm not an actor, but my argument is like, I feel like your acting skills can only take you so far. Like, I feel like there has to be some level of, I don't know, there has to be, like, that's what chemistry is, right? Like, it's not all acting. I hate to say it. That's how I feel. Like you have to be able to, yeah, there has to be some level of maybe you think this person is good looking or whatever, or charm, whatever it is. And then your supposedly like good acting skills take you to the next level of making it believable and all of that. Or maybe sometimes that's, you don't need even too much acting, because it's like, damn, I get to make out with Lee Cooper. I don't need to go to acting school to fake that that's going to be a good time, But like maybe I don't know. But then my boyfriend's argument was, what about in Modern Family, that gay couple? I don't remember their names, but one of them is not gay. And
Mitch and Cam.
yeah, like they are so believable, so believably like a couple and loving each other and all of that. So, I don't know. Maybe I don't know how strong of acting skills these people have, but maybe they also just weren't really feeling each other. Or maybe they didn't spend enough time together to try and like start picking up vibes. Not that you like each other in that way, but like just even being around each other to know how the other interacts and kind of get more comfortable around each other.
Yeah, true. I do have some questions on casting for
Mhm.
some of these. We've definitely seen Haley. Seen Haley in ones where she just has like insta chemistry, but I'm not even sure I'm looking for sexual chemistry per se. It's just like any chemistry. Like I've got a very low bar, guys.
It's
um.
true.
All right, so that's the verdict, guys. We're squarely did not finish. Tiffany tapped out basically at 5 minutes.
10 minutes and 24 seconds. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
A little over halfway through the preview. Not even
It's
the
free,
vertical.
Tiffany. Just watch the. Okay.
I'll do better next time. I'll do better.
She's gonna get to 12 minutes, y'all. Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Um, I did watch through all of it. I don't know, guys. I mean, we love a Haley, we love a Jeff, so kudos to them, but DNF from us all. Thanks so much for listening to this little DNF series. More to come on this front. Tiffany, any words of wisdom before we wrap?
Finish what you start, guys.
All right, on that note, talk drama to me. I don't even have our thing. Talk drama to me is every Wednesday. Okay, bye.